So 6 months ago, I was in this exact same spot, thinking why I'm not able to communicate an idea properly, whether it's in a work meeting or in person. I used to think that my problem was English. I wouldn't be able to speak English properly. That was the issue with me communicating an idea to somebody else. But after 6 months of recording one video every single day, either it's short form or long form, I realized that my problem wasn't English at all. My problem was structuring the sentences in my head, structuring the idea and the flow in my head. So here's a few things that you can try that will help you improve your communication. Number one thing is to put yourself in front of the camera and start recording. What this does is gets rid of the fear of camera, because a lot of people, the problem is not being able to express an idea. The problem is the fear, and when the fear hits you, your thinking isn't clear anymore. So number one thing you can do, and I've said that in multiple videos of mine, is to put yourself in front of the camera and start recording. That is what I did. Start recording about anything, whatever you feel, whatever realization you have. Because what you gotta realize is that anything that you wanna get better at, you can't just theorize it. You can't just read a lot of books on it. What makes it work is practice. You need to show up. You need to be practical about it. So number one thing that I did was just put the camera on my face and start recording whatever I have in my mind. It wasn't about if I'm gonna get views, if I'm gonna get subscribers, if I'm gonna make money out of it. It was just a simple fact that this skill of communication is transferable to any part of your life. Your relationships get better. You're able to explain ideas better. You are a better communicator. It's these sort of things that made me motivated to go through it. And obviously the motivation ran out after like a few weeks. I was like, oh, I'm not getting enough views, I'm not good enough. But my main point stayed clear since the start until now. I want to improve my communication. So you need to get your facts straight. I want to improve my communication. How do I do it? The best way you can do it is to show up. Just put the camera on your face and start recording. Second one was that started to happen to me was between the month 3 or 4. I started to get better at structuring sentences in my head. By that I mean, I wouldn't just have one sentence in my head right now. I'm thinking of a sentence, but at the same time, I have a list that I can refer to. That is another one of those things that help me immensely. What you need to do is have some sort of notes in front of you that you can refer to while you are talking. So you don't have to put a lot of pressure or effort through your head to create all that structure in your head. It's easier to have a list that you can follow and refer to that will help you keep on the same topic, and at the same time have a flow for you that you can read and share a story based on whatever you wrote. And lastly, you can be focusing on practicing every single day, but if you are not improving, that is not a progress. So lastly, what you need to do is evolve. Whenever you record a video, watch it back, reflect on it, see what you are doing. One of the best examples I can give you is I used to use a lot of arms, a lot of filler words, thinking in my head what I'm about to say. But that gradually, over time, started to fade away. I'm not using arms a lot, and that is again because of reflection. Every single time I record a video, I watch it 3-4 times just to reflect on things I'm doing wrong, things I can improve on, things that are easy to fix, that I can fix right now. One of the biggest things that I'm currently working on is definitely the pace of how I speak. I've realized that I'm speaking a lot faster than I should be, and that doesn't influence the idea in a right manner. When I'm speaking a little bit more slowly like I am right now, that puts a lot more focus on what I'm saying rather than going through the whole thing as fast as I can. And I also realized that when you're recording yourself and you watch it later, the video automatically is a lot more faster. I don't know what it is, but video seems a lot more faster compared to how you are speaking. That is pretty much it. What was it? A couple of points. Stop being fearful of the camera. Show up every single day. Eventually you'll start making a sentence structure and start focusing on reflecting on yourself, evolving. And before I finish this video, the only tip I will give is to get to any results, to get to any goal, you'll need to show up and be consistent with it. Gradually the results will start to come, and you will be surprised of the results when they start to come, and eventually you'll be like, man, I'm not even worried about the goal anymore. Eventually I'll get there. What I am most excited about is the improvements I'm getting, and that is the proof that I'm making this video. Another rep in for me, and that for me, the way I see it, my mindset is another rep means another practice session. And that is the case with anything. Either you go to bodybuilding, boxing, or whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve. What you need to do is practice, practice, practice. Let me give you a perfect example of boxing. When I went to the boxing for the first time, I didn't even know what the jab is. I didn't even know how to move my hands. But eventually, after practicing hundreds, thousands of reps, it became a second nature. If somebody's punching me, the head is going to move automatically because I'm not thinking and then sending the signal to my body. It has become such a fast process through the practice every single time. Anyway, if you want to get better at your communication, that is the tips I can give you. That is genuine tips from my own experience. And again, action is proof. Take care. See you in the next one.